this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Throwing is Mariota. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On first down, Carr looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To throw is Mariota. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Get down, get down. 180.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
6-18. 29. 29.
first down. The run with Lynch. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, you might remember the Raiders and Titans met in Week 1 a year ago in Tennessee, and it was the Raiders impressively getting the 26-16 victory. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
637.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
First down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They start the drive with Lynch, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Carr to throw on second down. Over the middle to Smith. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Mariota now on second down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a play fake here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 44 yards. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. So the offense starts that reverse. Looks like all the action. It's going that way. Then the reverse, and it was like the Red Sea parted.
Did your eyes go to the same place mine did?
Yes,
all
yeah,
to
all
where we
there.
thought the action was going. And then we had to reverse course, too, just as the runner did, and come back the other way. He was wide open after that play.
Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Henry. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Mariota. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. 4-time Pro Bowler Derrick Johnson. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
6-18. Now.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Space to maneuver at the 40. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Intended that time for Cooper. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Hey. One.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Excellent play there by P.J. Hall, creating a little bit of rubble and stuffing the run, but don't go to sleep on him in terms of being a pass rusher. Has excellent explosive tendencies to work inside. Blocked 14 kicks in his college career, so he knows how to get through the hole and get upfield.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Tennessee! And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they take the lead here at 7-6. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again on first down. Lynch. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
McCarron off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he's got a man. It's the former Titan, Jared Cook. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 all the way down at the 21-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On 3rd and long, it's McCarron. And he's going to go down again. Derek Morgan. He's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A first down carry for Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Easy, easy, easy.
2nd down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Carr. And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
637, 618. 808.
On first down, Carr. Roberts got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
618. 29.
Carr to throw again. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. But pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
280. Right Monday down. Deuce right chief.
On second down, Lynch. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Derek Morgan in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
You're mine.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down, 180. Yo, Chief.
To throw again. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Suck up for the extra point. extra point put through by Suckup, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. Look at the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On play action, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun snap for McCarron. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
McCarron now on first down. Roberts with it over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. This is caught. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that's caught by Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mariota now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Mariota gives to Henry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing here, Mariota. Room here to run. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Mariota to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it'll bring up third down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.